Happy Mercury retrograde. I thought I'd talk more about this because a lot of people can become terrified when hearing retrograde. Basically, retrograde is when Mercury seems and appears to start moving backwards in orbit. What is actually happening is the direction that the Earth and Mars are facing each other are opposite. So it's still going the same orbit, but it appears to be going backwards. Yeah, so Mercury, let me get a better position. I'll probably have to lean and talk. So Mercury is a planet that guides communication and how we connect with other people. Mercury retrograde happens more frequently than other retrogrades, and it happens for about a 3-week period. So things that could happen: electronics start to malfunction, new cars malfunction, your communication with others gets misinterpreted or misunderstood, or it's not coming out like you want it to. Communication on all levels seem to suffer. However, if we focus on that negative side, whatever we focus on, that's what it's going to become. Now, I used to kind of be skeptical with astrology, but over time and after a 1.5 years of really studying it and letting it sink in, I've noticed signs that kind of point me in the direction to the retrograde and getting ready for it. So I had a piece of fluorite. I don't have it on me right now, but fluorite is a communication stone. During these periods, I find me and my boyfriend, we don't listen as well to each other, and when I need to say something, it can be pretty tough. So I had these fluorites and they were broken in half, and I decided to connect them together, letting a cord become between them, give one to him, give one to me, so that we could communicate and listen better to each other. And I did this with my best friend Summer as well. We connected our fluorites, and I didn't even know the retrograde was going to happen. I just felt communication was going to be a big part of energy in the next, week or so, and it's going to happen for 3 weeks. So that was kind of the first telltale sign. A second was my best friend had also started communicating with me about trouble she was having in one of her relationships, in communicating and speaking the truth, and just feeling bad about it when you can't get something out right, or you're not being reciprocated with the same energy. It's hard. It's hard for you to come up with that by yourself, but you can't always expect others to reciprocate the same amount of energy. So that was kind of the second sign that we were going through it. The third is cars break down during this time. We have a lot of road issues, and the first day of the retrograde, I saw 2 cars broken down. And as I'm coming here, I'm actually by the Bonita golf course over here by my job. I'm an art instructor. So I came to sit in the grass and just relax and before I start painting, and then going to work after that. But yeah, there were a lot of cars broken down today. I saw 2 completely just stopped on the side of the road. It seems to be one of the themes of the retrograde. So I'm gonna give some tips to go through it. We as humans, and especially in this day and age, feel we need to put something out. We feel like if we're not putting something out or making something with our time, then we're completely wasting it. But sitting back and relaxing and contemplating and just kind of figuring things out from the behind scenes can be just as important and just as vital as getting them out there. And what I have found is that time that time really organizes it so that it's so easy after these tough 3 weeks are done to just get started with your ideas and just go, 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 go. So yeah, definitely just take a step back and don't be so connected with how you are saying things, because it may not match what you are thinking or the jumbled thoughts that are going through your head, because thinking processes can be very scattered at some points and a lot of very important things are missed. So another thing that is recommended is to not sign important paperwork, or if you have to, you need to look it over like very, very good. Look at all the fine print, all the details, make sure everything you want and desire is in there. Same with like just going out with big plans like moving or going out and getting a new job, or any of those things can be really rough at this point. So I'm not saying or trying to put this on to anybody that it's just a rough time, because it's not. We just need to understand that the direction of the energy and the way it's flowing is not as smoothly as some of us may want it to be. So yeah, what I plan to do with this, since this is the first retrograde, I've really recognized it for what it is from me and my insides and how it's affecting me and my actions and how I go about the world. I'm going to continue looking at the retrogrades. I'm learning more about the full moons, and I actually bought this book called Astronomy 101, which tells about each planet's field, whether it's magnetic or electric, and the sizes and mass of each planet. So I have the scientific facts, and then alongside it I bought astrology book, which just talks about the moon. It talks about the moon in each astrology sign, and it also talks about the moon in each of its phases, from new moon all the way to full moon in each sign. So it's a pretty big book, and I can't wait to get more into it. And I'm sorry, I'll link below what the names of these books are because I don't remember. Yeah, so I would just say to this period, let's receive communication with an open heart, and be good listeners and just be there for each other. Like, if you have a question and it's a burning question, just ask it. Nothing is a stupid question. Like, there's no such thing. And if you can ask a question and you know deep in your heart what the truth is, then you're already there. Yeah, so I'm gonna get back into astrology more. I have a crow just staring at me. Hi. What are you looking at? I used to communicate with the crows and the spiders. Not in the way you may think, not like they'll talk back to me, but they'll... I have some stories. I'll definitely have to get back to that. And see, I am now starting to struggle with the scatterness in my speech too, so it's very hard unless you are focusing on it. When it comes to your communication, make sure you're just clearly focused on communicating what you want, and you need to know what you want. So that's the first step, is knowing what you want, you know. Did I say that already, that we had a first step? We have a lot of first steps to take. I guess we need more feet so that I'm not like scratch this. Yeah, anyway, I hope everybody has a fabulous day in a Mercury retrograde, and I hope this time is nice and easy for you guys. Just take it slow, relax, just set your space in your home, get nice and cozy, decorate, write down your ideas. But when it comes to just doing things and having to be creative about making something with a time limit, this is probably not the best time, because you're gonna feel like pretty stressed out. trying to think if I have anything else to say. But it's not really flowing anymore, so I'm gonna go ahead and shut this video down. Thank you so much for watching. Please give a thumbs up and subscribe. In the future, I'll put out some more videos about energy and what I think, and I want to do more videos with my friends. Like, I love coming to the park and being here, but I really do wish I had my kind spirits around. You know, alone time's always great, always great. But to do with what you love with friends, that's my thing. Love it. So I'm starting this thing called the CreativeUnityCollective. I don't mean to just say I am. It was originally an idea that I thought was really far out not too long ago, but as I have been talking to my friends and the people around me and other people want to get involved, we have started this. So what we plan to do is open a creative art studio here in San Diego based around just creative expression and being able to use that freely. These crows are just walking around. It's cute. Let me see if I can just... Look at this guy. He's so proud. Where are you going? Where are you going? Really silly. Yeah, so the Creative Unity Collective is to honor your creative expression. It's going to focus more on the arts aspect, like dancing, flowing, singing, just being loud and obnoxious. The arts like painting, drawing. I'm still trying to figure out the basis of what creativity is and what expression is for a foundation. I'm looking at scientific journals right now and trying to piece together a very simple version that I can teach other people. So me and Summer have a lot to discuss on that, and a website to build, and more spirity energy things to work on. So stay tuned. Talk to you later. Thanks for staying this long. Bye.